Knights playing as well as they are, you will not want to miss seeing their next home game in person. Baltimore comes to town for the first time to Metro Stadium. It's the next New York Knight home game. Call 1-800-GO-KNIGHTS. Get your tickets now. Or you can listen live here. Oh, look at Parkeet Scholl! This is ridiculous! That is another touchdown! Parkeet Scholl! I'm speechless. I can't believe this guy. I mean, look at the burst of speed at the second level.
4 down linemen for Louisville in what appears to be a 4-2-5 set. Coleman back to pass. Coleman pump fake, and then a sack. Rick O'Reilly with the big play to force the Houston punter on the field for the first time tonight. And for O'Reilly, that's sack number 7 on the season. O'Reilly, a monster on the inside. Big play there for the Louisville defense.
First and 10 of the 26, Marconi dropping the throw. And Marconi against the late blitz will go deep down the field, and that one is caught! Past Grayson Abarazzo. Shigeki can't catch him. It's a Mauler touchdown. The 3rd touchdown for Abarazzo in the game. And it just looked like the Legend defense kind of got tangled up. And Grayson went for the pick, and he over pursued.
That was just an outstanding throw by Rocco. I mean, he's 6'5", I believe. Yeah, he's 6'5", 225, long, rangy, strong, quick arm.
Rastelli back to pass. Rastelli going to the end zone. Pass is caught for a touchdown. Kendall Gilbert, and Baltimore's on the board. Give me some of that crab call. Baltimore cuts into their early deficit. Rastelli's got 6 touchdowns and no picks in the last 6 quarters of action. 2nd and 2 at the 40. Christensen will pass again. They are staying away from Kim. That ball, oh, it's belted up in the air, and Nick Nitro picked it off. That is tremendous defensive effort. Who dove in front of that pass? That was Aquantis Shine, who dove in front of the pass and knocked the ball up in the air. That was one of the best defensive plays I've seen in a long time out of Aquantis Shine. A.J. Levy, 6 seasons, all with Sioux Falls, the strong safety number 42. Chris Dodd, free safety in his 3rd season, wears number 49. Alex Parker and Nick Fargo, the linebackers, 91 and 92 respectively, as Rahman steps up in the pocket. Rahman gonna air it out deep, and Thomas Rahman's pass intercepted off the deflection by A.J. Levy. What a play by the veteran.
Well, you mentioned it, Cam. Levy and Dodd, probably the best safety combo here in the SFL. And Levy, a longtime veteran leader of this defense, comes away with his 6th interception.
So 4 receivers set here on 3rd down and goal. I guess this won't be a run. Christensen in the gun, looking towards the end zone, firing into the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. The Pride extend their lead.
What a throw by Christensen again. Has all day to throw and a post route. And that one, I mean, it's not bad coverage by Chappelle. It's just a perfect throw and a great route by Ken.
3rd down and 2 from the 12. Go Knights rings throughout Metro Stadium. St. Clair to pass. St. Clair to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh no! Joe Lynn picked it off. You gotta be kidding me. And 1 1st down will give the Crabs yet another 1-possession victory over New York. 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line. Hand off to Overstreet, right side. Overstreet makes one man miss, and then another. And here goes Overstreet off to the races. Down the sideline, 20. He will be not tackled, and he scores again. 17th touchdown for David Overstreet. And Louisville has scored 19 straight points. And Overstreet is checking on the pulse of Oklahoma City.
Denver, Colorado, the site of a matchup that Baltimore is very much looking forward to as they come off a loss for the first time this season. The Denver Night Wings host the Baltimore Vultures here on a Saturday evening. It's Chris Curtis and Tyler Falk in the broadcast booth with you. Baltimore searching for that Rocky Mountain high, and Denver trying to deny it. Tyler.
Well, Cam, tonight could go downhill in a number of ways on multiple different fronts, not just for the teams, but for us here in the booth. Denver is going to have to get going with the running a game with the top rusher in the league in terms of touchdowns. Baltimore's defense has only allowed one so far this season. And of course, Baltimore coming off of that loss, their first loss of the regular season to Fort Worth. And it has to be said, Jack Wigmore, who threw 4 interceptions, only had 8 coming into the game last week. He's going to have to limit those if they want to score, because we have a game for you tonight, as Cam and has allowed us, me and Curtis, to do something special. Curtis, why don't you tell the folks at home about it?
So, Tyler and I will be switching play-by-play analysis, play after play. So it should be interesting to see how everything fits going forward, but it should be a fun one as we get going. Baltimore at Sports Gamers Online Stadium actually lost to Fort Worth. You expect if they lose, it's going to be on the road, Tyler. That did not happen in this particular scenario as Fort Worth came away with the win on the road. We're just about to get underway with the ball game, though. Kickoff is just moments away. It is on the tee. Baltimore is going to start with this football, as it'll be Ivory Irvin back deep for the kick, or to receive the kick. Hand is in the air, whistle is gone, and we are ready for football. Hopefully you guys are as well. 5-1 Baltimore, 2-4 Denver, and we are underway. Irvin from the 5 brings it to the right, to the 20, to the 25, through the middle, is going to put his shoulder down and get to the 30-yard line as Jack Wigmore, Tyler, comes out to start this game. Again, you mentioned he's got to limit the turnovers.
And tonight he's on a quest to hitting a couple of milestones so far this season and for his career. 181 yards will see him reach 2,000 here in season 20 as he'll step up to the line in the gun, 3 wide to his left, 2 to his right. Of course, Denver counter with a dime formation. Wigmore going to step back and fire deep over the middle, and he cannot find the leaping Mac Chima over the middle.
Yeah, that tells you what kind of mindset Baltimore has going into this football game. The aggressiveness from their play caller is on display on first down. 5 wide on first down, to say the least. See if they calm it down here, starting second down. Wigmore 0 for 1 on this day. He was 31 for 40 a week ago in the loss. 4 of those incompletions were picks. He's in the offset eye, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. See what they can do. It'll be a handoff to the left and nothing doing. Very, very quickly, Warren Murray is taken down in the backfield. It's 3rd and long as Denver steps up on defense.
And that's Hugo Reynosa's team-leading 10th tackle behind the line. He had 5, I believe, last week. Check that. Anyway, he has 10 all told this season. Now Wigmore back under center, 4 wide, looking over the middle for his tight end, Caesar Ackerman, and Ackerman can only pick up a couple. First completion of the ball game for Wigmore, but it's an early 3 and out. Denver's defense stepping up early tonight, Curtis.
Yeah, 4th down coming in Baltimore, a quick 3 and out. That's exactly what those are at Snowden Stadium wanted to see in the crowd. Denver comes out and gets an immediate 3 and out on defense and gives a chance for them to get themselves onto the field. McDowell back deep for the return. He's going to have this from his own 26 and taken down immediately at the 27-yard line. Gene Struthers out onto the field. He had a fairly decent day. 23 for 36, 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. However, not enough against the high-flying Mavericks.
And it certainly wasn't his fault entirely, partner. He, like you said, a decent ball game, just under 65% completion percentage. Those 2 touchdowns didn't hurt as well. Just 1 mistake through the air. But if he can continue to put up numbers like that, he should find himself in a job long and throughout his SFL career. As O'Shaughnessy gets the opening handoff from his quarterback, and he's only able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And aggressiveness from Baltimore on their first play calls. On the other side, Denver seemingly a little bit more reserved. The traditional run on first down, albeit going nowhere, as O'Shaughnessy can't quite find the angle. Now we see if Struthers wants to air it out on second down. Looks like he's in the gun. This is a good opportunity to do that. He's got O'Shaughnessy to his left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it on second towards the sideline, tipped and incomplete. Nothing doing much there, as that was Riley Quintero, his first attempt at the game.
It's a little off target on the throw. Didn't hit the hands, hit the helmet, so he's throwing in the right general direction. Just couldn't find the receiver entirely. And now, third down, after a pass and a run that has gone nowhere, now they need to get all 10 yards on one play. From their own 27-yard line, trips left of Struthers. 3-2 dime package out of Baltimore. Struthers going to look over the middle. That's caught. First down, yardage and more for Dylan Lewis, the rookie wide receiver. That's his 6th reception of his career. That'll move the chains, and here comes Struthers trotting slowly back the line after getting hit on the previous play. He's finally set. He's looking to throw again. Slat pattern over the middle, looking for the rookie tight end, and it's taken away. That ball picked off over the middle after the deflection. Enzo Bolt comes up with it, and it's Baltimore football.
That is exactly what Baltimore needed, to take the ball away after their offense does not go out and get the job done. Their defense does, stopping Denver in their tracks after a nice long ball over the middle. Now it's a chance for Baltimore to come out and put their foothold in this game. Their second drive, this one after a turnover. 3 to the right on the bunch, 1 to the left. And that is, again, Warren Murray in the backfield. On first down, the southpaw throws towards the sideline. That is caught, first down and more. Out to the left, Ivory Irvin over there finds it, 1st and 10 for Baltimore as they go through.
About a 12-yard pickup for Ivory Irvin, and let's meet the rest of that Baltimore offense. Of course, we've talked about Jack Wigmore and the warhorse Warren Murray at tailback. T-Roy Gaines is the fullback. Ivory Irvin, Daley Holder, David Anderson, and Mac Chima are the wide receivers, with Caesar Ackerman at tight end. That's your Baltimore starting offense. As they come back to the line after the 12-yard reception, they'll try a screenplay left side for Murray, and Murray tries to get out of a tackle and is blasted out of bounds after a 5-yard pickup. And unfortunate news now is Ron Huff slow to get up on the play.
Yeah, that's not ideal. One of the corners for the Night Wings taking away one of their coverage options, which they are already a little bit overmatched, I'd say, from the wide receiver to cornerback ratio on the matchup side. 5 wide, though, for Wigmore as they're looking at a 2nd and 5. Get you an update on Ron Hoff here in short order. That's going to be over the middle, caught. Wigmore to his wide receiver out to the 20-yard line. How about another one? This one, Daley Holder, the number 3 option for the Baltimore offense.
And it's almost like Baltimore knew, right? Ron Huff goes down. That all of a sudden takes out your number 1 cornerback. They spread the field, putting everybody in depth onto the field. Since they spread the field, they pick up good yardage after the mismatch. Down marker flips back to 1 now. Empty backfield for Wigmore. It's been a very pass-heavy start to this football game for this Baltimore offense. Wigmore again looking out route near side. Caught and turning up field is Chima. And Chima will pick up 8 before being taken down by Kindler.
Good work by Kindler to get in front of him, stop Chima from getting the yardage necessary for a first down. An 8-yard completion on first down makes second down that much easier. Good stuff from the Baltimore offense. See if they can finish off this very good drive so far from the 12. This will be a handoff. Warren Murray trying to fight his way forward, and he will get the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Baltimore as they work their way forward.
That's something we're going to look for all night long, is this running game partner. Warren Murray last week didn't have a whole lot of yards. In fact, only had 33 yards last week. So a decent start after picking up his initial run early in the ballgame for minus yards. Gets back in the positive column after that run. 3 wide now, 1st and goal. 2 to Wigmore's left, 1 to his right. He's back to pass. Looks for Murray out of the backfield. He's got room to run on the left-hand side, but it's taken out hard by Rosca Santagria at the 2-yard line.
That's excellent pursuit to the ball. You have the long balls over the middle earlier in the drive that open up the flats. Warren Murray gets it in the flat, but Santagria is having none of this. Great read to get to Murray towards the sideline and put him down and make it a 2nd and goal opportunity. Second and goal with a far look for Baltimore. Under center is Wigmore. Handoff. Murray trying to fight his way forward, and he is not going to get there. Down to the 1, make it 3rd and goal, and Denver trying to make a stand.
And that is exactly the excellent defensive coverage there. Baltimore opened up a hole for Murray to run through, but Stephen Forge and John Mevels were in there quickly to deny Murray any more forward progress. And now we're in the nitty gritty. A yard from pay dirt. Again, they go with a 2-back set. Again, Denver come out on the goal line. Can Baltimore punch it in? Murray again, through the middle, denied again early.
Wow. What a hit on the line. The linebacker core coming up for Denver and making the stop to hold Baltimore to 3 points. And that is a great play to reduce the damage off of the turnover. Shark Tarkington will come in to add a chip shot field goal attempt, as they will basically a 19-yarder on the board. The left foot is up, and it is good for Baltimore. They score 3 and get the first strike on the board in the Mile High City.
Excellent standout performance from the defense on that drive, partner. Again, after the turnover, you have to limit the damage, and with Baltimore set up an excellent field position, Denver was held all the way to the last inch, but they held and didn't break. As here we go once again. Tarkington gets us underway. McDowell for the Nightwings, set back deep to return in his own end zone, looking to break it out to the right-hand side. Gets a couple of blocks and is cut back inside and take it down at his own 24-yard line.
So Struthers has to have a short memory coming into this drive through the interception that caused Baltimore to get 3 points on that return drive. But at the same point, Denver's defense starting off very well against the Baltimore offense. Bend but don't break. And we'll see if Struthers can recover nicely. He is in a power eye look on first down. And looks like Baltimore may send some extra help, and they will. This will be a handoff to O'Shaughnessy, the spin, and a 4 or 6 yard gain. Make it 2nd and 4. How about the leg cramp? May return for Ron Hoff. That's good news. If you're new to the SFL, Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. Offset eye look for Struthers on 2nd down. Handoff O'Shaughnessy has another spin and stays on the ground longer, but they will go no huddle for the 2nd time in this first quarter. Tyler, this is good work so far to try to change the pace and keep Baltimore on their toes. Another run for O'Shaughnessy and plenty of room. A couple of broken tackles and down to the 41, and they will continue going forward. How about this rush from Denver?
They're creating holes for O'Shaughnessy. Baltimore trying to send the blitz, and they can't cope at the moment. They go again, O'Shaughnessy right side, but this time Baltimore's alive to it. They swarm in the backfield. Curtis.
This is very good work from the Denver offense, but Baltimore makes a stand there, causes a loss of 1. O'Shaughnessy again trying to find a hole and gets the yard back, and then a couple more. Make it 3rd and 9. Denver trying not to let this drive stall out, but they're stuck in one formation. This will be a throw towards the sideline. That's a throw and a catch, a first down. Great job on the reflective play call from Denver as they get the job done. How about this little procedure from Denver as they continue to try to fight forward? The hesitation finally from O'Shaughnessy goes by the wayside, and they will huddle up after that. But a nice sequence, however, they put themselves in the 2nd and 10.
And back to that 3rd down real quick, partner. They caught everybody on their heels, including the Baltimore defense. They would just run up the gut. We thought that we had nothing else in that package. They come out with a nice little pass to Keel in the out route. He has plenty of room to work because the defense was expecting a run. He gets the first down, and now it's 2nd and 10. This time a swing pass to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy goes nowhere. Alvin Mack in the backfield for a loss of 1.
And that's a great read from the defense. Alvin Mack all over the pass to the flat. Nothing doing, and it creates a 3rd down scenario that I don't think the Denver offense really wanted to see. They are not equipped to do that long term, one would think. As here we go. 2 for 2 on 3rd down so far in this game. That one is tipped and nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. The safety came up, to make the play and nearly found it. Fourth down coming.
Giovanni Bolt in stereotypical center field is bread and butter as a free safety, reading the post route over the middle and undercutting the wide receiver, the one receiver who hadn't really seen a whole lot of action throughout that hurry up. Only 2 wideouts on the offset eye all throughout that hurry up process, and you'd expect them a little bit more pace, but unfortunately for Denver, and also fortunately, the ball hits the turf. This one, the first field goal of the ball game for Ye Verdi from 46 yards from the left hash is up, and it is good. And we have a tie ball game once again. It's 3 apiece.
So a no huddle drive, I think is what we can call that. A majority of the plays in this drive were done in the no huddle. A third down failure as they could not get the play done to move the drive forward creates an opportunity for them to at least tie the ball game. So a nice answer from Denver to get 3 on the board and put Baltimore back on the field in an even playing field. See what they can do as Ivory Irvin back deep for the return. About 2:38 left in this first quarter. This will be back at about the 3. Irvin has it between the hash marks, trying to move forward, and Denver will get there. The special teams coverage pretty good to stop him at the 26-yard line. 3-all, and out comes Jack Wigmore once more.
Let's talk about the Denver defense real quickly and get you their starting lineup. Hugo Reynosa, Igor Barbatov, John Nevels, and Robert Brady are the defensive linemen, with Stephon Forge, Devin King, and Ramiro Morales at linebacker. Ron Huff is supposed to be coming back after that cramp here in a little bit. Rosca Santagria and Nick Kindler are the corners, with TJ Frosty, Lucas DeVore, and Josh Neal at safety as they try and go outside with Warren Murray. Nothing doing, stopped up near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job by the linebackers again to read the play and take down Murray. Defensively responsible is what Denver has been so far in this game, at least at the time being. It's a 1-yard gainer and a heavy set eye look on second down. This looks like another run for Murray, and it will be, trying to find a hole, and makes third down a little bit easier with a gain of 4. Make it 3rd and 5. A pretty big third down coming up here in the grand scheme of things.
And I like the way Baltimore's trying to get Murray going. Of course, we talked about it earlier on, that he just was struggling last week or 2 weeks ago versus Fort Worth. They're trying to get him more confident in this offense, but they're having to go time and time again to 4 wide, 5 wide sets. And this time it'll work out as Ackerman, the tight end, will haul that one in for a good chunk of yards, make it maybe 9-10 yards, and another first down for the Vultures.
Ackerman, his second catch of this ball game, and that's actually Baltimore's first third down conversion of this football game as well. So Denver's been pretty good to limit them to this point through just about the end of the first quarter. But still some time left, and still the Baltimore offense, as it were. This is single right formation, handoff Murray. He's got some room, tries to break a tackle, but taken down by the thighs after about a 3-yard gain. They'll say 5, and that'll be 2nd and 5 coming up.
Forge finds a way to get over from the left outside linebacker spot all the way over to the right-hand side of the offensive field to come over and bring down Murray. Great pursuit to limit them only to 5 yards. Now, a split back look with 3 wide receivers here for Wigmore. 2-step drop looking near side. Nice touch of the ball to Chima, and Chima will rumble forward to the Denver 45.
The drop in the bucket to find Chima towards the sideline, and you saw the leaping defender there. That was one of the corners jumping up to try to get a hand on that football. Great job, great precision by Wigmore to find his target and create another first down for the Baltimore offense. How about another heavy set look? I formation again. They've run out of this formation every time previous to this. We'll see if they do it again, and they will. Murray trying to find a hole and immediately taken down. Only a yard given on that, and another one. John Nevels comes up to make the hit, and it's a 2nd and 9.
And I think the defensive line and John Nevels, who came up with the tackle, did an excellent job as the DBs played off as we hit the end of the first quarter. A very nitty-gritty old-school football game. 3-3 your score. When we come back, you're watching Week 9 of the SFL. White Noise and Flat Cap. Tyler Falk alongside Chris Curtis here in the booth, here from Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium, here from Denver, Colorado, as T-Roy Gaines gets his first carry of the football game, and he can only muster up maybe half a yard in the play, if that.
T-Roy Gaines, limited in his use a week ago in the loss. 6 carries, not much in the way of yardage, only 18 yards. But not to say that he is not capable of breaking a good, hard-nosed run forward in this football game at some point. 3rd down for Baltimore. They're 1 for 3 so far. They look in the quads. Chance, Wigmore, over the middle. That one's caught. And a great seam pass in between the hash marks finds themselves Daly Holder for his 2nd catch. It's 1st down.
You got to be careful about these crossing routes as Wigmore has to fit it in some pretty tight coverage. He's done that all throughout his career, and luckily it was either him or the backup, the 4th string, David Anderson, in the area. No defenders in sight. Great pitch and catch. That'll move the chains, and that's the 2nd 3rd down conversion of the drive and of the ball game here for Baltimore as the drive continues. Wigmore, 5-step drop, little floater over the middle, and he'll fit that one in there. The touch on the football from Jack Wigmore to just get it over those big hollies up in the offensive and defensive lines to drop it in the bucket for Mac Chima.
That's a, very delicate play to find Chima in that crossing pattern, and I don't think that if he puts that ball anywhere else, it's a catch, but a nice catch there. Near side look for Baltimore. This will be a handoff. Murray again trying to get there, but again, nice rush defense from Denver. Make it 3rd and 5 coming up. Miss any SFL action? It's hard to keep up with every play around the league. Check out highlights of SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your sports highlight needs. 3 to the left. In the backfield is Warren Murray. Trying to get a 3rd down conversion, and they do. Another delicate pass off to the right, just off the coverage. Get it down to the 13-yard line, and another good opportunity for Ackerman, his 3rd catch.
And speaking of coverage, partner, the DBs started at the line to gain and then backed off ever so slightly, allowing Ackerman to split off and that little arrow route to the outside and pick up the nice, easy catch. Another 1st down here for Baltimore. All slants over the middle, looking for the end zone, but we'll find Urban about 2 yards shy, and we're going to have to go to the deep line, goal line, stand again in Denver.
It's crazy how far back Denver was playing on this football, as they really were down to give the space for Baltimore to get the pass off and then just keep everything in front of them. They didn't want to get them in the end zone or let them get in the end zone, but they were fine giving up the yardage, which is a really weird strategy in that particular point. 1st and goal. Offset eye look, tight end off to the right, handoff Warren Murray. He's got a little bit of room, but it's closed up quickly, and another big stop in rush defense as the linebackers again are all over Baltimore.
Morales again with a clutch tackle on Murray tonight, and it just seems like Denver has scouted this rush attack from Baltimore really rather well. We'll see if it holds up again as Baltimore get knocked back maybe half a yard. They go up the gut again with Murray. Murray off of a tackle, but cannot fight through the defense again. And it's Rosca Santagria this time who comes up with the tackle.
Santagria has come up with a fantastic couple of tackles to prevent scores early on in this football game. Had one in the 1st quarter, has another one here in the 2nd quarter, and this is a huge 3rd down. Baltimore does not want to go 0 for 2 on touchdowns and red zone opportunities. Is a power eye look. Murray's in the backfield as the deep back. Gaines is in there as well. Handoff Murray. He'll finally get in. Touchdown. 3rd time's a charm on this drive, and I guess the 6th time's a charm over 2 drives. It is a Baltimore touchdown.
So what happened there, partner, was Denver overloaded the strong side of the weak power eye. That was the formation. They go with Murray on that weak side straight up the gut where there's a lot less defenders on that side of the football, and they punch it in for 6. Murray finally gets through this imposing rush defense and punches his ticket in the end zone for 6.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered for Baltimore. Able to fight their way through, finding some adversity in the Denver defense and getting their way through it. Tarkington's going to add the extra point, make it a 10-3 ball game. And now Denver has to try to answer that really nice long drive from the Vultures, as that did not go according to plan on defense, but a 15-play, 76-yard drive ends up in a 2-yard rushing touchdown for Warren Murray, his first of this football game. Back deep is going to be McDowell. William McDowell ready to receive it, and we're underway again with 7:14 left here in this second quarter from about the 2. Brings it up, gets it to about the 20 to the 25, gets all the way down to the 27 before he's taken down just right of the hash marks. Gene Struthers, after getting a field goal on their last drive, now finds himself in a situation where they don't want to get into a shootout with Baltimore, Tyler.
And it's been a long time since we've seen this offense on the field. 6.5 minutes nearly of offense on that 15-play drive from Baltimore. Struthers has had plenty of time to think about it. Do they go back into the hurry up for the 3rd straight drive? We're about to find out as he'll go back to throw. Pressure coming, and he just has to get rid of it as the pressure from Baltimore's linebacking core, which were sent on the blitz, was just too much.
Yeah, but Struthers with a real mature play to just eat the down, send it out, and not throw it over the middle with another chance for an interception for one like Enzo Bolt had earlier. So good work from him and a great decision as the coverage just too good and the blitz too good to stop or to, basically let him throw it. Split back formation look on 2nd down. Struthers is under center. Handoff through the middle. That's R.E. Mills, his first carry, and he'll find his way forward for a 9-yard run. How about the shoulder charge from him as the big fella rumbles his way forward for 9?
And while Baltimore looked like they were prepared for that passing play on 1st down, they looked ill-prepared for R.E. Mills to get his first touch of the ball game, and it's a great 9-yard pickup, which should make this 3rd down much more manageable and easy to deal with. We'll see if they can convert. They'll go with a stretch play. Left side, nothing doing. Alvin Mack and Al Walker combine in the backfield, and it's another 3-and-out for Denver.
Yeah, they were 2 for 3 on 3rd down going into that play, and now they're 2 for 4. And that was a very big defensive stand from Baltimore. A quick 3-and-out after taking the lead, and now the momentum absolutely in the Vultures' corner as we have ourselves a punt that is going to turn into a Baltimore possession as that is nearly blocked. Snap was not great on that, but they do live to tell about it. 1st and 10 for Jack Wigmore and company as they have decent field position to work with, as Irvin will catch it after a couple yards.
We already saw earlier tonight a blocked field goal go back for a touchdown. That was pretty dangerous from it being.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, sorry, Curtis. Another special teams play could have happened there, but fortunately, we can let that one slide as we continue on this evening. 1st and 10 now for Baltimore after the punt. They go right side with Murray. Couldn't get out of it. He does shoulder charge and sends someone to the shadow realm on the right-hand side. It looked dead in the water, but you can never count out the Warhorse.
No, you cannot. He turns something out of nothing there. As a 4-yard gain is better than a 1-yard loss for sure. Make it 2nd and 6. Good stuff from Warren Murray and the rest of this Baltimore offense, as the blocking was pretty good. This is a near side look for Baltimore. Another handoff to Murray. He's got a 1st down and a spin with a broken tackle to boot. He is at the midfield line. Great start to this drive for Baltimore as they're starting to find a rhythm.
A great start for Murray on the drive. I think that touchdown maybe invigorated him just a little bit. He bounces off the wimpy tackle from Ron Huff, who's back in the game after the leg cramps. Needs a little bit more potassium after taking a little bit of a cramp, having to reinvigorate himself. But Murray finally taken down near midfield, and we'll begin another set of downs here for the Vultures. They come out in that weak power eye, and they go with Murray again. This time, Denver's defense corrals him after only a yard.
Denver started this game with real good rush defense against Warren Murray, and then it just kind of went by the wayside. They're trying to get back to that with that effort there, and it was a good one as Josh Neal comes up to make the hit and gets the play done. 2nd and 9 coming up as Baltimore tries to find and tries to keep their offensive rhythm that they've had so far on this drive as they enter Denver territory. Wigmore throws, good floater over the top, and that's a real good look for Mac Chima as he brings that one in the skinny post, and it's a 1st down in field goal range.
I was going to say those 2 tight ends made it look awfully enticing to throw to him, but Chima cuts behind the corner on the outside to get in an open area space for Wigmore to find him. That'll move the chains. Another 1st down for Baltimore as they are now within Tarkington range, so they might as well come away with points again for the third straight drive. But Murray has to do a little bit of meandering in the backfield. The defense got enough pressure on the outside to force him backward. He does well enough, though, to limit the damage to a loss of 2.
Yeah, that could have been much worse, to be honest with you, but Denver's rush defense very good in that particular moment, forcing Warren Murray to go horizontal before he can go vertical, and now it's a 5-wide set. Wigmore's had enough of this, trying to go with a pass play on 2nd down. Taking enough time. The patience is gone. Deep left side. It's caught. That's Ivory Irvin down to the 10 to the 9-yard line. And how about it? Ivory Irvin sets them up 1st and goal.
You have to wonder the pace advantage from Ivory Irvin, as we've seen it time and time again. And again, Wigmore's accuracy on display again, fitting it into a tight window of opportunity. Irvin comes down with it, and it's 1st and goal, 3rd straight drive, which has seen Baltimore get into the red zone and get inside the 10. They go right side this time. It's the backup, Damon Morehouse, getting the call for a couple of yards.
And a little bit of fatigue, I think, from Warren Murray, all told, as they do let Morehouse get his first carry. It is a 2nd and goal situation, and after the struggles that Murray and the rush offense has had in the goal-to-go situations, wonder how long it's going to be before Wigmore starts slinging the ball to the end zone. Under center, he's got a single right formation. Murray, I believe, is the one back in the game. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Wigmore to throw. Looks, throws, left side, and not enough. Down to the 2-yard line. Forward progress sets Irvin there on the catch, but he's tackled immediately. 3rd and goal coming up.
He ran an excellent out route, which would have put him in the end zone had he not had to come back for the football. That's why we saw him spinning there toward the near sideline, and that's how we set up this 3rd and 2 situation. Where have I seen this before? 3rd and goal for Baltimore. Handoff. T-Roy trains his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore!
T-Roy Gaines, you give him an opportunity in a close yardage situation after Warren Murray was struggling in those spots earlier, and Gaines gets up the middle, puts that one in, and Baltimore now up 2 possessions on Denver. 14 points after this extra point from Tarkington, should there be no issues. And what a start for Baltimore as they come out with 17 points in this first half, and their defense playing very well as well. Snap for the extra point is a good one. Hold is good. Kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through from Tarkington. So a 14-point spread in this second quarter of play. Baltimore comes down on 2 straight possessions and gets touchdowns. And now a huge drive coming up for Gene Struthers, as likely or possibly going to be the last drive of this first half. Chance for the return. It is McDowell back deep for it. And we'll have it about 2 yards, 3 yards deep in the end zone. Through the middle. No, nothing real cute to that return. Gets it out to the 23-yard line. And like I said, Struthers, O'Shaughnessy, the rest of the offense for Denver, this becomes a pretty massive drive as Baltimore's own the possession. They got to take their time with this football.
They cannot afford another 3 and out the way Baltimore's playing. Have to get points on the board this drive, and I wouldn't be surprised if Struthers tries to go with something deep down the field here to begin the drive. Instead, they'll go with the ground game. They go with the fullback, Mills, who was only able to pick up a yard, and no further, taken down by Nate Brown, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. It's a 14-point lead. Can Denver find a way back into it? Maybe cut to this lead before halftime? We're about to find out. You're watching the SFL on YouTube.
So a big couple of minutes here for Denver. I think it's important, regardless of whether it's a touchdown or field goal, for them to get points on this drive before the half. They cut it to 11 points. It's at least something. They don't want to limit themselves to a field goal, but they want to get something going. They lose the yard they gained on that play. 3rd and 10 as O'Shaughnessy can't get there. Defensive tackle comes through to make the play, and 3rd and long coming up for Denver.
He says hello for the second straight play to Nate Brown, coming up with another tackle behind the line. Now it's 3rd down and 10 here for Denver. All slants over the middle. Struthers pumps once, trying to fit it tight. Might have second guessed it. That's why he pumped, I think, and he almost passed it right to Giovanni Bolt, who was in coverage. And in the second straight 3-and-out for Denver.
Not ideal, and they're going to give Baltimore the ball back with 1.5 minutes on the clock and all 3 timeouts. And really, Baltimore can put some major separation between themselves and Denver by the end of this first half. So we'll see if that is indeed the case. Punt upcoming for Denver. Back deep is Irvin. He's going to have really good field position to work with. Snap is a good one. They still almost blocked it. Real good special teams coverage is going to get the chance for Irvin on the return. A spin, 2 spins, and gets back to the midfield stripe after a fantastic looking return. Good effort there from Irvin, and Baltimore back out again onto the field.
Irvin, who averages right around 6 yards a punt return in his career, again showing why he's just a little bit shifty and tough to bring down on those returns. And he sets Baltimore up at midfield here to begin the drive with 1:21 left to go in the half. They go outside with Murray spinning away from one, bouncing off tackles and picking up the first down to the 40-yard line. And here they come into the hurry-up offense, looking to tack on more points before the end of the half. Back to throw again, this time deep down the field, right in the breadbasket for Irvin, and no one can touch him, and Baltimore poured on!
An all Baltimore second quarter capped off from an Ivory Irvin. What was that, a 45-yard touchdown down the left sideline? What a drop from Jack Wigmore right into the bucket, into the breadbasket of Ivory Irvin. Nobody near him as he found a hole between the corner and the safety, and doing it again is Irvin getting himself a score. The quick strike offense from Baltimore showing off here as we said earlier, they may be out for blood, and they are clearly that, as 24 points likely before the end of this first half. It's up and through. So an extra point is going to make it a 21-point spread in Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium, and the crowd silent in the Mile High City.
And with that last touchdown, partner, not only does Ivor Irvin extend his team-leading touchdown total to 6, but he crosses the 8,000-yard receiving mark also in his career. So a couple milestones for Irvin as we get going once again. Under a minute to go. Denver now have a little bit of more pressure heaped onto them, and they're going to have to make something happen. And good for McDowell to try and fight his way forward for extra yards to the return. He gets to the 28, and now out comes this offense. 3-and-out, not the order of the day, down by 21.
No, they can't have another 3-and-out. They've had 2 in a row that have been a magical 4 plays, including 2 punts that have been 4 plays each on their drive, so they need something to go their way. O'Shaughnessy's the deep back in the power eye look. See if they can get something done. They could use a couple of quick strikes if possible. They'll give it out to O'Shaughnessy towards the sideline. A spin back inside, and the clock continues to go. And Denver will go no huddle for the 3rd time in this first half. Another power eye. Hopefully they have a couple of plays in this formation to work with. To the outside again. Into the flats. Tries a hesitation, does O'Shaughnessy, but a great stop instead. Creates a 3rd down. Denver will call a timeout.
And that's great awareness from the coaching staff in Denver. Javier Vasquez realizing that that's not working. That formation, that play call worked one time, but didn't work the second time. Now we have to maybe bring out a few more wide receivers. In fact, we see O'Shaughnessy on the sideline as Denver come out with 4 wide trips to Struthers' right as they try and hurry up a little bit and try and go deeper down the field. Pumps one, Struthers! 8 and alive by Frank Smith. Deep in his own backfield, and for the 3rd straight drive, and Denver fans groaning at home as it's 3-and-out.
Another 3-and-out for the Denver offense as they'll end the first half with 3 straight of those. An 8-yard loss on the sack, and a pretty good defensive stand again from Baltimore, who at this point look way too comfortable in hostile territory for my liking. Denver just not able to make them uncomfortable in those spots. And yet another punt, we echo the same play. Denver trying to get this kick back deep and reverse field a little bit. Kick is up and gone just past midfield to the 36-yard line. And Irvin is absolutely speared at the 41-yard line. He will find the turf at lightning speed. 1st and 10, though, for Baltimore.
Well, there's a little bit of backbone from this Denver special teams unit. You almost get your punt block twice in a row. Got to lay a little licking onto the return man of Baltimore. We'll see now if the coverage team has anything to say about a couple of the deep passes that Baltimore has had on the last couple of drives. Instead, they go with the ground game through the middle. Murray picks up 5 and drag down. Under 15 to go, and Baltimore rushing back to the line of scrimmage. Again, they go with Murray through the middle. Only a couple more as the clock will drain down even closer to 000. They'll stop it with 3 to go. And because they don't get the ball back at the start of the next half, partner, they might try and get 7 more to make it a 28-point swing.
Yeah, might as well. It just looks like they may go Hail Mary here to get something. They're at the midfield line, so it wouldn't be too far out of the realm of possibility for them to try a long one. Wigmore does have the arm strength to get it downfield. He's got Irvin down there, a deep ball threat. Makchima down there, a deep ball threat. He's just got to give them time to be able to get downfield. See if they can do that. Hail Mary formation, right-hand side, 4 wide. See if he can get the ball off. He does. Deep over the right side, and it is picked off, but no return, and that is going to end an all Baltimore first half of play, 24-3, partner, as finally a chance for Denver to regroup in the locker room and maybe change their fortunes a little bit with a flurry of adjustments.
And how often, partner, have we seen here in the SFL some of these Hail Marys at the end of halves in blowouts like this, all of a sudden flick a switch for the team that made the interception and start a comeback? So I wouldn't be surprised, even though, wow, less than 100 yards total offense for Denver. That says a whole lot in a nutshell. And even though Warren Murray's been held to 35 yards, almost a repeat performance, if you will, from a week or 2 weeks ago versus Fort Worth, he does have a touchdown to his ledger. But the key thing is that Denver's defense, besides that one interception, has not been able to curtail this Baltimore passing attack, Curtis.
Yeah, you're right, and it started with the play of Jack Wigmore. He's made the adjustment necessary to not give the ball back to Denver in a majority of circumstances. Take away the Hail Mary, and it's a pretty much flawless first half in the passing attack from Wigmore. Murray finally able to get into the end zone there. That was after 6 plays in goal-to-go situations. They gave it to Murray. He finally was able to get in. And after the next drive, they finally just gave it to T-Roy Gaines that, hey, you know what, go ahead and take it. Ivory Irvin, a really good first half as well. A passing reception for a touchdown late in that first half. And you see it right here. He goes long in a 5-wide set, able to find green grass and the pay dirt at the very end. The 24-3 ball game starting this first half ending this first half of play, and Denver has a long way to go, but the possession arrow has to be more taken care of by Denver. They have not had it's probably 2-1 in total plays. Denver down in that particular count.
I think the key to the second half is the running game. This power running game hasn't really worked for Denver. Now they're going to have to try and air it out a little bit more, try and spread the field out just a little bit. And back to your point, partner, in terms of total plays, Denver 26, Baltimore 42, so nearly half the amount of plays. Almost spot on, partner. Great call.
Yep, very good work from the Baltimore coaching staff to really own the ball and give their players a chance to succeed. Back deep is McDowell on the return, and he'll have it just inside the end zone. See if he works it out towards the edge. He'll reverse field, go the other way. Left-hand side, he's down the sideline. McDowell tries to break a tackle, and he'll get all the way down to the 46-yard line. Great start to the second half for Denver. Now we'll see if they can do anything with it.
Oh, if he had just a little bit more endurance on that, he was gone. What a return for McDowell. His best of his career, if I'm not mistaken. But Felix Maryland with the clutch tackle on the end of it to bring him down. But this is Denver's best starting field position of the football game. Maybe things are on the up and up for the Nightwings. We're going to watch along with you to find out. 3 wide. Make that a flex tight end out to the right-hand side. Struthers will look right side. That is Keel for a pickup of about 7 yards before being clattered down.
Maybe that's the adjustment they need to do. Work the sidelines, work the throws on first down, throwing in non-traditional throwing situations, and not relying on Bailey O'Shaughnessy. While O'Shaughnessy's very talented, Baltimore seems to have the answer for him going forward. So we'll see if they can do it getting into a second and short situation. They haven't had a first down in quite a while. It's been almost a full quarter at this point as Logan Keel going to head towards the top of your screen. See if the Nightwings can make it happen in a pair slot situation. Under center, handoff O'Shaughnessy through the middle, and Baltimore has the answer. Surprise, surprise. 3rd and 2, no gain, no loss on the play as Smith comes up to make the hit.
It's all 3 linebackers, partner, combining Max, Smith, Samuels, a fearsome threesome, if you will, in the middle of the park, just denying any forward progress in the run game. And it's short yardage situation here on 3rd down. Could go anywhere. They're going to go near side with the running game, and it hasn't worked all night long. And again, it's Alvin Mack tag teaming with Al Walker for another tackle behind the line. And even though they start out in excellent field position, they cannot capitalize, and they are still searching for a first down in a little over a quarter.
Yeah, not the ideal situation. The return from McDowell equals nothing in the momentum game as they will give the ball back to Baltimore, albeit they have a chance to coffin the Vultures in their own end. This is going to be over the middle. Nothing doing on the coffin. It'll get caught at the 15 on the fair catch from Irvin, and Baltimore out back on the field. Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events in a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. Under center is going to be Wigmore. He's got an empty backfield to work with. Throw over the middle on the all slants, and he's got himself a first down to his target at the 25-yard line, and another one for Daley Holder, his 4th catch.
And Daley Holder continues to be this impeccable slot receiver, as I think Denver is challenging whether or not it is a first down or not. Indeed it is. And so it's our first look at R62 this evening. Very tame football game on the penalty and replay front, but let's go under the hood for the first time and take a second look at it.
Yeah, your retroactive look brought to you by Retroid as we're underway with it. Holder, got to see where the knee's down here. As this is, knee is down there, and the ball looks like it's short, so this very well may come back.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
And it is indeed going to come back. The ball is overturned. It is going to be a short-to-go situation as Denver gets the better of that particular exchange, but now they have to do the job of taking advantage of R62's call. All right, under center. Chance for Wigmore in the pro situation. 4-3 look on defense for Denver on a 2nd and inches. Wigmore, short throw, caught, and a first down. So that review all likely for nothing at this point as they get it to the 37-yard line. It's Ackerman with his 4th catch.
It even seemed, even though it was a minuscule move the football back a little bit, that might have given Denver just a little bit of hope they can stop him on 3 downs, but not to be. Forge was in zone coverage, had 2 tight ends to contend with, and could only pick up one of them. That's where we see the reception good enough for the first down as Baltimore come back to the line here in a single back ace look. They go up the middle on the trap play. Murray spinning out a 1, but cannot get out a 2. And still Denver's offense below 100 yards as the rushing game starts to get going here for the Vultures.
Yeah, Vultures, the rushing attack for the Vultures has not been fantastic. Murray not able to find a ton of space, but what he has been able to find has been good first down conversions in clutch scenarios. The passing attack from Jack Wigmore been the story so far. Another run to the left, and not much more than that. This time, T-Roy Gaines has the carry, make it a 3rd and long. Denver has a chance to reverse the momentum if they can get this 3rd down stop.
We'll see if Denver tries to send a little bit extra pressure on this 3rd down to throw Wigmore off his groove a little bit, and Wigmore spreads the field with 4 wide receivers. Back to throw. Denver sent 4 and nearly get to him, but the floater is incomplete. We talk about Wigmore's touch on the ball all night long, but just a little bit too much touch that time as the defense closes in and knocks it aside.
Yeah, good coverage there from the secondary for Denver, taking advantage of the gun straight look. It tells you exactly what Wigmore wants to do. He wants to likely throw the ball over 10 yards, and that's what Denver plays for. Good work from them to read the play, read the formation, and now Denver will get this ball back after getting their first stop from Baltimore's offense in quite a while, as they start to try to reverse the tide and give the crowd something to cheer about. Punt upcoming. Back deep is McDowell. He had a good kickoff return earlier to start the half. We'll see if he can do it on this occasion. Fair catch called for at the 18, and that's where Struthers and company will come back out. Trying to reverse the trend. 3 straight 3-and-outs coming into this drive. This is where they need to buck that and get themselves into plus territory, at least get something on the board to give themselves something to look at.
They haven't had a first down since about the midway point of the first quarter. Something needs to change. Denver's offense needs to get a move on. Down by 21. They start off with a swing pass right side for O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy taken down by Stacking Paper and company. That's also low shot in on the tackle. O'Shaughnessy picks up 5.
Yeah, they've done pretty good on 1st and 2nd down. It's when you get into the later downs of the 3-and-out that Baltimore really puts their foot down and does not let them go any further forward. A not very good rating so far for Gene Struthers, just shy of 28 out of 158.3. He's in the split backs on a 2nd and 5 look. Looking like a 4-3 handoff. Ari Mills, first down. First time we've said that in quite a while. His 3rd carry nets Denver a new set.
And that's another wrinkle that you have to look out for Denver is R.E. Mills. We saw him get a big 9-10 yard pickup way on in that first quarter, and it seems like they try to go back to him, and he rewards them with the first down. And finally, Denver flips the down marker back to 1. Another swing pass for O'Shaughnessy. It seems to be their drive starter and killer at points. This time only results in 0 yards.
Yeah, no gain, no loss in the play either, so at least there's that, but Baltimore reads it very well, and now they got to find another page in the playbook to try to confuse this Baltimore defense, but that is easier said than done. So they'll go gun straight. Why not? It is Struthers in the shotgun by himself. See what they can find. Looking to throw it. Throws over the middle, and it's a fumble on the ground. Right now, Baltimore has it, but I would dare say we're going to have a second look at this because I don't think there was a football move on it. Dylan Lewis couldn't hold on to the football.
I would agree, partner, but I think that was Mosley, the tight end. I don't even think he got a move. I think Loshaw hit him just as the ball was arriving. And again, Vasquez throws out the red hanky. And for the second time tonight, we'll see if it's 2 for 2 on replay reviews for Javier Vasquez as we go under the hood once again.
Another retroactive look brought to you by Retroid. We'll see if this is indeed a catch. It looked like he tried to bring it in, but I don't think he had full possession of that. And we'll see if that's indeed the case. And it is indeed going to be overturned. It's an incomplete pass. That works in the favor of Denver. They keep the football.
And just like that, Denver goes 2 for 2, and the fans here, who haven't had a lot to cheer for all night long, give their sign of approval to Javier Vasquez for being a little bit spontaneous with the red hanky, and now it's 3rd and 10. Trips off to Struthers' left. Back to pass, over the middle, wide open receiver. First down and inside Baltimore territory. Go the Nightwings, and there is Dion Lewis.
Yeah, that is perfectly done. Dylan Lewis finds the pass over the middle, and Struthers that was the same formation they worked on in the play before, then ended up getting challenged on the apparent fumble, and they come right back out with it, figured out they found something they found something that worked and made it work as they're in Baltimore territory for the first time in quite a while at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Struthers as he's in the gun with 2 in the pro look. 4-3 defense again. Struthers over the middle, seems to have found a seam, and what a hit after the catch. Logan Keel seeing stars for sure after the hit, but he does keep a hold on the football.
He had to kind of just dive forward, kind of fall for that football, and he got his hand underneath the ball to bring it in. Great catch from Keel. It keeps the drive moving, and they're back to pass again, this time near side. Caught by the tight end, Mosley falling forward. Gains 9.5. Mack denies him of a first down.
And very close to that first down, but yeah, Mosley, his first catch in quite a while. We haven't seen a lot of action from the Denver tight end as at the time being, but now they're in field goal range. This is where Denver needs to try to find some finish to their drives. This is a decent drive so far and has been since the onset. Their first time in a while not going 3 and out, and they look like they have a little bit of rhythm. Baltimore defense looking a little bit tired out there. See what the Nightwings can do. Handoff. O'Shaughnessy. Hesitation. Broken tackle. First down and more. 2 broken tackles. How about 3? A triple header of broken tackles getting all the way down to the 14-yard line. And it's 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Bailey O'Shaughnessy just demonstrating what I'm about to say. He just shimmies through these tackles, gets out of one of the best tacklers in the league, Giovanni Bolt, and all of a sudden he's got defenders draped like capes all over the back of him, left, right, and center, but he just keeps on going like the Energizer Bunny, and it's first down again here for the Nightwings.
Beating on the drum. I love it.
Exactly.
First and 10. Look. Through the middle, taken down. Pretty quick look as O'Shaughnessy loses a couple of yards. 2nd and 14 down to the 18-yard line. A loss of 4 there, partner.
Absolutely. And that's, well, the exact opposite of what O'Shaughnessy was trying to demonstrate 2 plays ago now. And now we'll see if they try and mix things up a bit here with a little bit of a pass as the linebackers shift over toward the right-hand side of the offensive formation. Struthers, 4-man rush, taken down from behind. Al Walker walks over Struthers.
Couple of times that Struthers has been taken down in the backfield twice after pump fakes as he decides against making that throw. That's the 2nd tackle for loss from Alvin Mack in this football game. And now it's a 3rd and very long for Struthers and company. Gun straight look, 3 to the right for him. Struthers backs it up, throws, looking, end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. How about that? Logan Keel says enough of this nickel and dime play. Let's just find the end zone and get it in. They do. Denver puts 6 on the board.
Wow, I thought Stack and Paper had that all the way. He read that pass perfectly, but Struthers put it in perfectly for Keel. And Denver is an extra point away from double digits on the scoreboard.
Wow, that is exactly what Denver needed to get something done. And they bring it back to a 2-possession game as long as this extra point goes through with no issues. Yay, Verity, with a chance to make this a 14-point affair. And if they can do that, they put a little bit of pressure on Baltimore. Kick is up and on the way. It is up and through. So 3:43 left in this 3rd quarter of play, and Denver telling us that they are not quite done yet. Baltimore about to get this ball back, Tyler.
Denver's longest drive of the football game, 11 plays, 82 yards, and a whole lot of time off the clock. A little over 3 minutes taken off the clock, and we haven't introduced him all night long, but a special thanks to Justin Reside and Top Keeper in the Stats Truck for all their help tonight, keeping us up to date with everything going on the field stats-wise as Irvin takes the return. He's sandwiched at the 24-yard line, and Irvin will go no further. And now can Baltimore's offense respond here in the second half?
I think the ability is there. Now it's just a matter of how much Denver wants to get that stop. See if they can do just that as the next drive starts with plenty in the backfield. They're going to look at a far formation. Look, tight end is flexed out to the left for Baltimore. That is Ackerman, who has 4 catches tonight, the tight end. They'll go to the right instead, and that is a catch. Not much more to it than that, as Mac Chima will bring that in. That's a 5-yard completion. Hey, don't leave the broadcast without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the Survivor Pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon in the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We'll see you there. Throw left side, caught, not able to turn upfield, and that will create a 3rd and 2 for the Baltimore offense. And now it's time for Denver to show us what they're made of in a 3rd and short situation.
And back to that last play, just a good change of pace. Irvin's already burned this defensive backfield on these go routes, but he stops up just short of the line to gain, completely throwing off the rhythm of the defense and setting up this 3rd and short. Left side, here goes Murray with blockers in front of him. He'll pick up the 1st and plenty more up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's about the longest run we've seen from Murray today. A real nice block in front of him is what sprung him open, along with a broken tackle as well, as you see, and didn't even get a hand on him on the tackling attempt. But either way, good blocks out in front, gets him the 1st down, 3rd down conversion for the Vultures. And they have a chance to move it upfield now with a new set of downs. And how about 4 wide for Wigmore? 4 on the defensive line. Backing up. Quick drop back. Thrown and nearly intercepted. And actually, they're going to call that a catch. It was deflected into the hands of the receiver. That's Anderson, the backup, who brought that one in. What a catch and great reaction.
Mr. Anderson with an excellent reception. He's not wearing any sunglasses tonight, partner, and he comes up with the excellent reactionary catch as here comes Wigmore, back to pass, finds his target near side. That's Chima, and we go back to talking about Wigmore, partner, has only had 3 incompletions all game long, one of them being the interception. He has played phenomenally tonight.
Yes, he has. No doubt about that. He's got himself just shy of 250 yards on the day as well. 23 for 26. That is absolutely stellar from Wigmore, and it's what we've come to expect from the Baltimore signal caller. 1st and 10 for Baltimore with the tight end off to the right in the heavy set look. This is a single ace look, actually, looking to throw it. Wigmore thrown short on the cross, and that's not much to that 2-yard completion, and they will take it. That's actually Chima who came across to make that play, and it's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if Chima caught that off the back of the center, Robert Clayton, because how close those 2 gentlemen were on the football field. Not needless to say, 2-yard pickup. Now the linebackers will shift over here on 2nd down toward the strong eye as Warren Murray can't go anywhere. It's more of the same from the 1st quarter. Morales, haven't called his name in a while, and he reintroduces himself to Murray.
Allow him to reintroduce himself as far as that tackle goes is real good work. He's had a number of really nice tackles on Warren Murray. He seems to be the man responsible in the running back assignment for the Denver defense. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Wigmore in a 3rd and long situation. Got to get it to the 36 for a 1st down. Throw left side, looking for the sideline, and it's incomplete as Irvin may have caught it, but he was out of bounds. 4th down coming, and Denver gets the stop they needed to get the ball back.
That was a mismatch on the left-hand side. That was Irvin playing against DeVore on the left-hand side. Irvin, who has 7 seasons in the league compared to DeVore, only has 2 and 0 interceptions playing man-to-man coverage. That's going to be a mismatch all day long. They're going to try and see if it is going to be closer to the sticks. I would think even if it is called back for a catch, it would still not be a 1st down, but it would be closer for maybe a 4th down conversion.
It looked like his right foot hit the chalk, so we'll see. And they're going to call it a catch. interesting decision, but I still don't think, I think we're right on the money. I still think it's short of that first down marker. And they'll see exactly if that is indeed the case, but it does create a situation where they could go for it on fourth down. They can afford it, but no, they'll punt. They'll play the field position game from their own 37-yard line as well. They'll punt this from. That's, in theory, in long Tarkington range, but they'll kick it in instead. Let it bounce at the 5 to the goal line and into the end zone. So Denver will start this drive there. So Coffins couldn't quite get the bounce he needed. 1st and 10 for the Nightwings, who have a shout at the end of this third quarter. They're only down 14. They have a chance to cut into that lead a little bit more.
Coffins cannot provide his namesake on the special teams. It's a free 20 yards here for Denver. On the Pat McAfee scale, I'd probably give that maybe a 3 out of 10 on the punt, but he's got plenty more excellent punts in his repertoire. I've personally seen him replicate his namesake. 1st and 10, 4 wide receivers to begin the drive here for Denver. Struthers looking over the middle, it's tipped, and it is caught!
Wow. How does Logan Keel be able to grab that and keep his reaction sane? That thing was tipped twice, I'm pretty sure. There's 1 and 2, and Keel finally finds his hands underneath the football. That was also tipped by 87 Dylan Lewis, and was able to finally just find it for a first down. That's the kind of bounce that Denver needs as we find the end of this third quarter. Put your numbers up. It's a 4, it's an 86, a 68, and a 12. Please, in chat, let me see all of them. 24-10, Vultures over the Nightwings. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Fourth quarter of play. Denver with a crucial drive in front of them, and the split backs on first down. They've run it with Ari Mills in this spot before. That's a long ball over the middle. The post route's gorgeous, and it is a first down into Baltimore territory at the 47-yard line. Riley Quintero, first time we've seen him in a little while.
I was going to say hello, Riley Quintero, a stud back in his days in the SFLM, finally gets a call. That's a testament to how well that this defensive backfield has been playing all night, but Quintero finally finds himself nearly wide open over the middle. That'll flip the field over to Baltimore's 47-yard line as they flex the tight end out left here in an offset eye behind Struthers. Linebackers showing blitz, but they back off. Now Struthers over into double coverage, and it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Quintero, but it's a Warfield and company. Probably another double tip, but this time the ball doesn't find the hands of a receiver. It finds the green grass.
Great anticipation from Warfield to jump in front of Quintero, anticipating that post route over the middle of the field. It's been a Quintero and Warfield battle all day long. It's part of the reason why we haven't seen much of him in this game. Talking about Riley. 3 to the left in the bunch formation. Behind Struthers is O'Shaughnessy. Throw to the right side. It's tipped, or it's intercepted. No tip necessary, as that is a turnover. Baltimore brings that in. Ben Stackenpaper, the number 2 corner, brings that one in and gives the momentum back to the Vultures.
I think Stackenpaper got his foot down too. Excellent job by Stackenpaper, but that's just great coverage. They have Stackenpaper one-on-one with Keel, but they also have safety help behind him. Excellent play call from the defensive coordinator to set Baltimore's offense back up on the field, and you can't go without thanking Stackenpaper for stacking up yet another interception. 3 wide here to begin this drive here for the Vultures with 2 backs in the backfield. Wigmore will look to throw right side, and that one is nearly taken away by another number 35, Santagria, but his tip will find the turf.
And Roscoe Santagria would still be running if he was able to bring that one in. It would have been a pick 6 to the house for sure. And a 2nd and 10 coming as Baltimore. You'd think they'd have a steady diet of Warren Murray in this spot trying to kill the clock. And the heavy set look does indicate that they're going to go that way as Denver stacks the box as well. That's a free play. Warren Murray through the middle. It is going to be a neutral zone infraction, so 5 yards taken regardless, and they'll redo the down.
And that's Reynosa jumping offside on the near sideline. He has been involved all night tonight. 2 tackles, 1 behind the line. He just could not stay onside long enough. A little bit too jumpy. Free 5 yards here for Baltimore's offense. So Baltimore giving just a little bit of extra space to work with. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line after the penalty. And they go back to a familiar formation. This 2-back set with 3 wide receivers. Wigmore again looking for the out route right side. Finds Chima. That's good for not nearly the first down. I thought he rolled over the line to gain, but again, that line's imaginary unless you're certain individuals. But it is 3rd and short.
Yeah, that line's going to be likely green, as that blue and yellow is going to be very close. And it is, as they go heavy set on this 3rd and inches, trying to get themselves a new set of downs. Warren Murray is the deep back. They'll go his way, and he is stopped. 4th and 1, and Denver's going to get this football back. How about the stop to create an opportunity for Denver to still have a chance in this football game?
Igor Barbatov gets into the backfield for the first time tonight, completely untouched. Looked like he had a homing beacon set straight on Warren Murray, and that will end the Baltimore drive as Coffins will punt this one away here for McDowell, and McDowell's wrapped up rather quickly at the 20-yard line. So identical starting field position from the last drive for the Nightwings, which resulted in a touchdown.
APM Music's unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music's the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Denver starts this drive with a throw over the middle. Crossing pattern is a good one, and a 5-yard gain sets up Mosley, the tight end, with a catch as they get a couple of yards on first.
And it seems like Baltimore is starting to play more prevent rather than looking for turnovers. Short to midfield ranges as the defensive coverage backed all the way off on the first down play. Now they try and stack 7 men in the box to counter this heavy power eye look out of Denver. Handoff Mills through the middle, taken down after picking up maybe 2 on the play by Frank Smith and company. 3rd down upcoming for Denver.
4 carries so far for Mills. He's got 2 first downs on the day as well himself. Couldn't quite get anything done on that, but now it creates a 3rd and short situation. Struthers has struggled in these down and distance before today. Let's see if he can figure it out on this play when they need it. He'll throw, 5-step drop toward the sideline. That one is caught, and it is ideal to keep the clock moving, but also get them the new set of downs. 7:30 left in this 4th quarter, and Denver moves the chains.
Quintero on the left-hand side. It looked like Warfield was more concerned about Quintero using his speed on the sideline than rather playing the football. I think that's a good heads-up play from the DB, but you have to credit Denver. Good first down. That'll move the chains. 2-man backfield. They go with one of them. This time it's O'Shaughnessy who tries to get through the middle, and he's taken down by Samuels after a gain of 2.
You got to think that Baltimore's okay with the yard output that Denver's getting in these drives because of the fact that it's eating up so much time on the clock. There's not really a lot of quick strike to this Denver offense the way it's going right now. It's going to take half the time left just for them to get down into the red zone at this pace. This will be a throw over the middle as a crossing pattern is a good one for Mosley again. Finds everything but 1 yard to get a new first down. See if they can find it in this really clutch 3rd down coming up.
Nice 7-yard pickup for Mosley, and that play has been working out really rather well. Baltimore haven't been able to find a stop for it, at least on this drive, and Struthers just finding the open man and setting his side up with the pretty easy, you would think, 3rd and short. The 3rd downs have been somewhat of a sore spot all night long. 5 of 10. They go with O'Shaughnessy, left side, can't fall forward fast enough. And it's Alvin Mack who's there to come up with the tackle and it's decision time from their own 44-yard line, and Denver's going to call their third challenge of the ball game.
Well, I mean, if it's hard to say whether or not he had the angle for the first down from the angle we had, so we're going to take another retroactive look brought to you by Retroid. Why not? It's worth a shot. Might cost him a timeout in the process, but this is so clutch. Oh, I think he got it. Based on that angle, we'll see where his knee's at. Right there. That's a first down, partner, just about any way you slice it.
R62, what do you say?
After review, the play stands. The call on the field was correct.
And they finally, if you're Baltimore,
No.
get a challenge to go their way. I am as shocked as you are, partner. Incredible.
I may have visual issues, but I think R62 just beat me to the punch with that. How is that not a first down?
And they're punting. Oh my goodness, I know it's imaginary for the players on the field, but there's no space between those imaginary lines. And the punt's away from Vasquez. And now here comes Irvin on a return, another couple shifty moves, but taken down at the 27-yard line. And so Javier Vasquez elects to play. Our defense will be able to stop him and get the ball back, down by 14.
Well, that is not ideal for Denver, and now they're back on defense with just less than 6 minutes left in this football game. That is going to be a high time for the Warren Murray show, or so it would seem. 4-3 look on defense for Denver. It is Murray. Has a hole. Spin move past 1. Broken tackle past 2. And he'll get the first down to move the sticks to the 38-yard line. And that's Warren Murray at his best.
And there's Murray turning up the gas and turning on the spin cycle as he hurdles over a man to begin the drive. And he's just shifty. Later on in these football games, he just seems to get more and more dangerous as he just works on tired defenders and just is able to just seal games away with his knack for running the football. 1st and 10, they go to the air this time. They look for Ackerman, the tight end. Ackerman is stapled to the turf after picking up 4, and no further. It's Santagria on the stop.
5-pack of catches for Ackerman today, and they've been short yardage, but they've been pretty good as far as the clutch factor. Has a couple of first downs with those catches, and Wigmore continues to pile on the yards. He's closing in on 300 for the day at 277 as we speak right now. 2nd and 6 for him. He's got Murray in the backfield. I expect them to go to him again, and they will not. Throw over the middle, tipped and incomplete as the linebacker came up to make that play again. Denver causing a 3rd and medium.
Well, Devin King leads the team in pass deflection, so no surprise he's hovering over the middle as the 2 tight ends try and negotiate his side of the field. No dice. 3rd down. If you're Javier Vasquez, this is where you need your defense to stand up or put up or shut up, as others would say. 3rd and 6. Wigmore, right side, finds Chima short of the line to gain. Nick Kingler tags him to the ground, and it's 4th down, and the defense comes through.
Reminder that Denver has 2 timeouts. They have one more stop clock moment with the 2-minute warning as well. They need 14 points to be able to come back in this football game. I'd say their season likely on the line at this point. They do not want to hit the 2-5 mark. So this is a crucial next drive, and then the drive after that if they're able to make it work. Punt upcoming. Back deep is going to be McDowell on the return as soon as they actually get rid of this football with 4:07 left in this football game. Returnable for McDowell on the punt. He'll get up to the 16, 17-yard line, and that will work. Back to SFL HQ we go. Cameron Irvine, tell us what you got.
Thanks, Curtis. It's been a lot of Arizona tonight as the Scorpions, after a frozen highlight, will flip it out to Justin Williams from Ashley Jackson for the score. 27-7 in the 3rd right now as Arizona tries to reclaim the top spot in the West. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Chance on the pump fake. That is tipped and incomplete. Nothing doing 2nd and 10. Tomorrow on SFL YouTube, two dominant historical powers battle to keep their seasons alive when the 2-5 Florida Storm, who Tyler Falk buried after week 4, visit the 3-4 Sioux Falls Sparrows. The game kicks off at a 4-game slate Sunday evening. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern right here on SFL YouTube. You're welcome, Tyler.
2-10 buried. I'll just never live it down, partner. 4 wide receivers now for Denver here on 2nd and 10. I wonder who's calling that Florida Sioux Falls game as well. As Struthers goes left side into coverage and nearly taken away out of the hands of Riley Quintero.
Nothing doing there. Struthers needed to go deep with it, and it looks like Quintero couldn't hold on, but that's a definite testament to Elijah Warfield and the way he's played in this football game, really silencing Quintero on that left side of the formation. And now it's a gun straight look for Struthers. 3rd and long. Got to get it to the 27 for a first down. Looking, throwing, caught. Oh no, it's incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of the tight end Mosley. 4th down, but now is the decision. They may have to go for this on 4th down the way it sits right now.
From their own 17. And you have to think back when it was 4th and inches closer to midfield, it would have been a better opportunity to try and go for it. Now you are in must go for it territory. And indeed, the offense will come out. It's a win or lose mightily situation here for the Night Wings. 4 wide receivers, bump coverage from the DBs. Struthers heaves it near side, deflected away by Stacking Paper, and Baltimore will take over on the Denver 17.
And you can hear the Rocky Mountain boos coming down from the crowd. They don't like the call on the throw from Struthers. Nothing doing. More good work from Stacking Paper, who has a pick tonight, taking that ball away from Logan Keel, who desperately wanted it. How about the Baltimore Vultures coming through and say they are able to hold on? This has been a heck of an effort from them to answer the loss they had a week ago against Fort Worth and to put a dominant defensive display against the Denver Night Wings as Murray's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing, and we were talking earlier, partner, whether or not it was going to be a close affair or if Baltimore was going to come out and just knock the snot out of Denver. And I'm pleased to say we haven't gotten really either of that, but it's been a good ball game to say the least. Denver has kept it close. A couple of officiating blunders in our personal opinion, and a couple of awkward plays just haven't gone the way for Denver, but they have tried to make a comeback, and I give them full marks for trying to do so. Handoff, Murray through the middle. This one's a little bit better. He picks up 7 before he's eventually brought down by the 2 safeties. That's Frosty and Neal. 3rd down upcoming here for Baltimore as the clock ebbs away.
Well, definitely looking like we're going to hit the under, but it looks like Denver is not going to, at least at the moment, they're not going to meet the spread. The 14-point spread is right there, and Denver was not favored in this by any stretch. Baltimore, I think it speaks to Denver, though. Their defense has played very well against Baltimore, holding them to 24 points when this Baltimore team can easily put up 50 against on a regular week. This is a handoff. The shoulder charge is going to find 1st and goal down to the 2 as T. Roy Gaines puts his head down and charges forward.
Choo, choo. All aboard the T. Roy trains Gaines as none touched through the middle of that offensive line. They completely bust open a hole for him to run through. If it's not for the spear from Hoff, T. Roy might be in the back of the end zone at this point, but good stop. And we've seen Denver in this situation all night with goal line stands. They'll need another one to save face as we hit the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter in Denver. Down by 14. Can they limit the damage to end the ball game? Come back and find out. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. First and goal out of the 2-minute warning. Tyler Falk and Chris Curtis here in the booth. Baltimore knocking on the door to try and make it a 3-score ball game. They go with Murray. Near side, untouched. And the Warhorse gets it done again. And the lead is back out to 20.
Second touchdown scamper of the day for Warren Murray, making it a more separated scoreline. However, it does not speak to how close this game felt. It's been competitive more or less throughout the second half. That second quarter, really the separation point for Baltimore in this game. Shark Tarkington going to try to add the extra point in a 31-10 affair as long as it goes through. And that's, well, I mean, unfortunately going to be your ball game as it sits. So we'll see Denver come out for likely one more drive. But Baltimore, again, their revenge tour starts today after the loss against Fort Worth on their home turf at SGO Stadium. And just fantastic work from them to refocus, rehone in what they know, and get back to their winning ways. They'll move to 6-1.
And for that defense, not only did the offense put up points, but it was the Baltimore defense which held Denver's offense to 0 first downs in that second quarter, which really just solidified Baltimore's dominance at the moment. Even though Fort Worth did an excellent job and beat Baltimore 2 weeks ago, Baltimore is reminding us once again why they are still the pinnacle of the mountaintop here in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely. The pinnacle of the mountaintop and the pinnacle of the SFL as it sits right now. Struthers is going to go gun straight again, add some yards to the play, or add some yards to the stat book at the time being. Low snap handled well, thrown over the middle. That one is caught. They'll run the no huddle. Expected this coming to the 34-yard line. They'll run gun straight again. They've got some plays in this playbook for this formation. Looking to get out of the pocket. Not going to happen. Sack coming up again. The defensive line from Baltimore played very well so far in this contest. It'll be second and very long. Struthers, pump fake, now throw. That will get a broken tackle in about half the distance. Make it 3rd and 9. Denver calls a timeout.
And that's Mosley coming across the middle of the field. Again, this defense, for one of the rare sightings all evening long, they've just not been able to come up with Mosley's receptions, or at least denying Mosley a reception over the middle. Denver doing an excellent job trying to exploit that, but now, clutch 3rd down, crucial 3rd down. If you're looking for a mile-high miracle, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, you need something to happen here on this 3rd down. Deep shot, near side, picked off. And that is probably the nail in the coffin. Warfield denies Keel another catch, and that is interception number 4 of the ball game.
Yeah, Elijah Warfield just playing that ball a little bit better than Logan Keel could find the angle on it. And that's, unfortunately for Denver, Baltimore's secondary are where miracles go to die. And that's exactly what happened in this case. And it is victory formation time for Baltimore. A well-earned road win, 31-10. They're going to start bleeding Denver's timeouts. And we're going to send it real quick back to SFL HQ before the end of this ball game for a game update. Cam, take it away.
Thanks, Curtis. Number 27 down the field with Arizona having 27 on the board. 52, turn around and block. Nope, no pick six, but 100 career interceptions for Eddie Gage. 27-7, Arizona all over San Diego tonight. Congrats, Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's awesome. Eddie Gage gets his 100th career interception. None of them taken back to the house, but we digress. That is a Hall of Famer through and through from him. 2 timeouts taken from Denver, and this is victory formation again territory for Baltimore as they will have 2 more plays.
And 100 is a big milestone in any player's book, but the first ever to reach 100 interceptions in a career, none other than the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. Hats off, my flat cap is tipped to you, sir, as the Arizona Scorpions have a solid day at home versus San Diego as the backup Jefferson takes one final kneel down. We'll probably not see a punt. That's probably your ball game partner as Baltimore caps off a win in the favorite formation of any offensive player.
Yeah, they don't need to call another play. They may get into formation just to do it, but a very solid win from Baltimore coming through. The Night Wings, they looked like early on in this game that they were going to be able to go toe for toe defensively with Baltimore. And then Baltimore just turned on the Jets and did not allow that to happen. 31-10, your final score. Baltimore moves to 6-1. Denver to 2-5 from Snowden Memorial. And Tyler, take it away with some post-game analysis.
Absolutely. That's that second half turnaround that Baltimore wanted to stop, and it looked for a while that Denver were going to try and mount a comeback. They came away with a nice touchdown from Logan Keel, which might have sparked some things, but they just couldn't capitalize on anything else. A couple of calls didn't go their way. Keel with a couple of incredible receptions all ball game long, but it was Baltimore's defense who came through late with a couple of tackles behind the line, a couple of sacks, and of course, forcing a couple of interceptions, including the one on the sideline here by Stacking Paper, which ultimately gave Baltimore their sixth victory of the ball game. Partner, my player of the game tonight, I think, is going to have to be a defensive player. I would almost go defensive backfield here for Baltimore. They've really stood out tonight to me. 3 turnovers through the air to help Baltimore come away with this victory. I'm guessing the pundits will pick the tailback Warren Murray. I'm curious to hear what you have to say, and I'm curious to see and hear what you have to say in chat. Did this rotational play-by-play analyst gig work? Let us know. Curtis, over to you. That's all for me.
I saw Tim Hackett say he liked it. Let's see what the rest of the chat says. Warren Murray got it. You called it on the tailback, but I would agree. I think Elijah Warfield probably deserved it a little bit more. But that is it, and that is all from Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium from the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. We have more SFL on the slate tomorrow as we get going on YouTube. For Tyler Falk and Justin Reside, along with Top Kiefer, thank you very much for watching. We will see you guys tomorrow for more from the Simulation Football League.